Hello everyone, this is Jane Friedman and I'm a contributing editor here at Writer's Digest. Welcome to Build Your Author Platform Through Blogging. Today's session I'm going to give you some 101 advice, principles, and getting started info for starting a blog that would be meaningful to growing your career as an author. I think blogging has been around for quite some time now. I would say roughly maybe 8 to 10 years, and because it's so easy to start a blog, it's free. You find a lot of people out there blogging and trying to get their name out there, but maybe not being as effective as they could be. So I want to focus on effective techniques that will actually make a difference to you when you're looking for a publishing deal, and then also, and perhaps most importantly, after you get a publishing deal, how a blog can help support a growing readership and a successful career. Now, some people have proclaimed that the blog is dead. I don't believe that, or otherwise I wouldn't be giving this session. But certainly there are many, many ways to communicate now aside from a blog, and a blog is really just one piece of a much larger pie of interaction that you might be having with people online. And in fact, a blog is always more effective if you can tie it into other things that you're doing through your social networks and communities. And we'll talk more about that. But I'm primarily thinking of things that you might do on Facebook, Twitter, forums or community sites. And you know, when you combine all of these different avenues together, it can really give you a powerful base on which to interact with a lot of different people across a lot of different platforms without actually putting more effort into it. And I'll show you, how that's done at a high level. So let's get started. And perhaps by signing up for this session, you already know why you want to blog, but I think I see 4 key reasons for doing it, for spending time on it. The first is really about the practice and discipline of keeping a blog. And certainly anyone who's tried it before knows that if you're trying to do it consistently, let's say 3 to 5 times a week, that it really exercises your creative muscles to come up with content that frequently and to have something interesting to say and to be able to get it out there on a deadline if you're being very disciplined about it. So, it does develop your craft in a very serious way. Some people think blogging is not as valuable writing, but I would disagree. If you're doing it strategically, at least, if you're doing it for author platform building purposes, then you are really ramping up your skills as a writer as you blog each and every day. The second reason to blog has to do with community building with other people in the writing and publishing community. And if you say things on your blog that are controversial, or you say things that are encouraging, or whatever it is that you're doing, you are going to gather a community of people around you who both agree and disagree. And you're going to find that as the months go by and years, if you stick with it for that long, you're going to be making friends with people who are also blogging and who are regular readers. And we'll talk more about that dynamic. But it's a really important component of being a blogger that a lot of people don't realize. You're not alone. Blogging, especially in the writing and publishing community, is a pretty significant base of people. And you'll find there are some like-minded folks and also some not so like-minded. The third reason to blog has to do with, especially for nonfiction authors who might be on the session, it has to do with your authority and expertise enhancement, showing to the world the information and knowledge and perspective you have on your nonfiction topic. And that's, I would say for nonfiction authors who are trying to get a book deal, having a blog is one of the most first and important steps in proving that you have a platform and a reach to readership. And then the fourth reason has to do with, over time, you're going to grow your readership, whether you're a nonfiction author or a novelist. And you simply, by putting yourself out there again and again and again and again over time, you're going to be more visible than someone who isn't. And of course, if you've heard me speak before, or if you've been reading my blog, you know that this is kind of an issue that I harp on again and again, this issue of visibility and having a way for people to notice you and come to understand what you're about, to know your message. So, I've put on the slide here, the bottom line is that blogging if done consistently, if done strategically, can really open up opportunities to you because of that visibility. And I don't care where you're at in your author career, it's never too soon or too late to have a blog or to use one meaningfully.